Welcome, this is Ad Emmen reporting live for Premier Magazine from Frankfurt. We're here with Michael Resch, who's chairman of the Gauss Center. Welcome. Yeah. You just gave a presentation about the German developments and then in connection with the European developments, EuroHPC.
Oh, these things fit nicely together because Germany was very active. It was among the first countries to sign the agreement for a EuroHPC initiative. So this fits nicely both into the German strategy, and the German strategy fits nicely into EuroHPC. So these are two very, very complementary activities.
You also mentioned that in Germany there's now the local structure of high-performance computing has also been changed.
No, we don't have to change the regional or the federal structure in HPC in Germany. It's rather that we have this layered concept. So at a very low layer you have universities locally responsible for HPC at a lower level. Then you have this regional or statewide centers, which we call Tier 2, and we work closely with these two levels, Tier 2 and Tier 3 in Germany. And working together with them just guarantees that researchers can actually move in this pyramid of performance from level 3 up to level 0, and maybe even down to level 3 when they do their big simulation, and then they have to do evaluation of their results and they go back to their local university. So the local structure, this federated structure that we have in Germany, very well supports the researchers, and it actually allows us to have this hierarchical approach of Europe, national, statewide, local.
There are three big supercomputing centers in Germany, and most of the duration of the top 500, well, why not mention that list, they were somewhere in the top 10 or top 15, and now they're a little bit behind. Is that their natural place?
We have a gap now because we had a project in which we had the funding for systems from 2007 to 2019 or something like that. And we recently started a new project which gives us funding from 2017 until 2025, maybe 2026. And so the Jülich system came in slightly later than planned. So basically the big system in Jülich is probably delayed by 1 year. And it's partially a delay in the funding, it's partially a delay in, say, technology or technological developments that we expected to happen. So that's nothing that actually frightens us. Yes, we have. I think the fastest system is ranked number 23. That's not good, but we will be back in the game in November with the Munich system and in June with the Jülich system. And then you will see German systems in the top 10. So that's a normal situation. I mean, every big center goes down, and the good thing about us is that we usually don't go further down than probably 20. And this is very much an exceptional year, 2018.
Yeah. You also need exceptional years, otherwise.
Yes. Sometimes you have exceptional years because you're better. Sometimes you have exceptional years because it's slightly worse. Yeah. That's okay.
I saw in your plans, or in the plans for Germany, that you also aim to have exascale systems around 2023 or something like that.
Absolutely. I mean, Professor Lucas from the Federal Ministry of Science announced this last year. We're working on a strategy where all the three centers move up to exascale level, and we want one of the centers, Jülich, to be an exaflop center for EuroHPC. And this shows how we can merge the two strategies, the European strategy and the German strategy. Yeah? Europe having the ability to fund 2 exaflop systems, Germany having the ability to fund much more than that. So it will be a Jülich system with an exaflop, and then Munich and Stuttgart will follow and will reach this level probably slightly later, probably also using different technologies to sort of support different communities.
Being part of EuroHPC means that you can, from a German point of view, much quicker get access to exascale systems than you would have normally, or?
Well, I don't think it speeds up the process too much, but there is more funding because you pool the resources. In that case, for Jülich, you pool the resources of Germany and of Europe, and by bringing the two of them together, you reach the exaflop much earlier than Germany alone could do that. Yeah? So that's an advantage. Yeah.
In EuroHPC, they're talking about two things. First, making machines available for users, for applications, and of course that's a very important part, which a lot of people tend to forget. And the other thing is to have exascale systems based on European technology. How do you see these two things? Is one more important than the other?
It's obvious that we have to support European science, European society. Now, one approach is to provide the best technology, which means you just look at the level of performance that scientists need, you look at the kind of support that they need for their simulations. Yeah? So that's sort of the number, the exaflop number. This is what you would like to reach to be competitive internationally when it comes to science, also when it comes to industrial usage. The other thing is, Europe is a country, or Europe is a continent. I call it a country, so I assume I'm a good European. Where we don't have big national IT players, in a sense that the US has an IBM or Japan has NEC. So that puts us in a position where we have an advantage of competing companies, but we have also a certain disadvantage of not having a local player. Now, developing European technology for us as a center means we have a local player and there is more diversity in the market, which is positive. Yeah? And these two things go together. But it doesn't mean that if we have European technology, we need to have exactly one exaflop, or if we have exactly one exaflop, it has to be only European technology. The target is to support science and society. Yeah? So this is, again, a collaboration, an interplay of a variety of, activities that are going on in HPC.
The advantage of having European technology to some level is that also the industry can benefit, of course.
Well, I don't know whether industrial people would see it the same way, but I think they would be happy, as far as I work with industry, to have more choice. And it's certainly easier for them to work with a European vendor in the same way as it is easier for us, because time zone differences, travel times, if you have problems, things like that. So, but I think that industry is less local than European supercomputing centers.
Okay.
Yeah, so an organization or a company like Daimler, they have their development, research, production, manufacturing, marketing, whatsoever, worldwide. So they are not that much national anymore. Yeah? That's something we see with big companies, but also with small and medium-sized companies. In the state of Baden-Württemberg, we have companies with like 600 people working in 25 different countries all around the globe. So for industry, there is probably, they have a different view of this. Yeah, for them, it's either Europe or it's non-Europe, because they're anyway playing on several fields.
Yeah. Does it also hold for SMEs? I mean, you have a number of consulting companies.
It depends. We work with medium-sized companies, as I said.
Yeah.
600, 800, 1,000 people. And they have subsidiaries in like 25 countries.
Yeah.
We have also small, medium-sized companies that are only around Stuttgart, for example. So for them it makes a difference. For the others, they are more international.
You said that Germany would, and especially Jülich, then would be a candidate to have one of the first EuroHPC machines. Yeah. Barcelona would also be a candidate.
Yeah, that's good.
Does it mean that
that's
there
a process?
Or will there be more?
Yeah, that's a process of competition. I mean, and science is about competing ideas. Science is about competition in a sense of better technology, better ideas, better concepts, better strategies. and I expect other candidates to come forward and hand in their candidacy, and we will just see.
Yeah.
I mean, the Gauss Center is in a strong position. We do excellent science, we have excellent systems, we have big centers, very good centers, so we're not afraid of the competition.
Yeah, yeah, why not? Yeah.
And that's anyway, in science you have this collaboration competition.
Yeah.
You could call it collaborative competition or competitive collaboration. That's normal.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think this is one of the strengths of Europe. Yeah, that there is not a single government that probably makes a decision of this organization being good and this organization being not good. We are competing at the European level. We are competing, each of us is competing at the national level. So that makes us better.
Okay.
So that's positive.
Okay. Thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you very much.
For Premier Magazine, this was Academic Report.